Are you ready to loosen up your buttons? Stop fronting. What you gonna do to me? I'm talking about loosening up them buttons, baby. All right. This is the music judge and jury, aka Queen Millennial. And of course, the subject of today is the Pussycat Dolls, the expose. But first, as always, a word. If life is not kind to you, and it always feels like the boss is yelling at you because you're never good enough, like you're constantly being kicked in the teeth, you're constantly being ignored, or people are being rude to you, if life is just not kind to you, somehow you can just never catch up on the rent, your bills are behind, you've been laid off 3-4 times in 1 year, the kids are driving you crazy, the relationship just isn't working. If life is not being kind to you, rather it's being brutal or cruel, you have to develop the skill and a way to be kind to yourself regardless. Because the fact that you decided to even show up to life rewards you to be kind to yourself and not expect the outside world to be kind to you at all. Hello, welcome to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. I'm Worklina, the workhorse. And of course, this is a show where we talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. Now today, we're talking about my girls who I wish could have lasted a lot longer than they did. But hey, that's a lot of girl groups for you. Okay, and I'll post at the end my episode I did on why girl groups, most of them they just never last. But anyway, the Pussycat Dolls. Okay, the music was everything. The music was everything. The music videos was everything. Nicole Scherzinger, absolutely. I mean, we were getting our lives. I mean, weren't you getting your life? I know you had to have been getting your life. So I want you to go ahead and get comfortable. I want you to sit back, grab some popcorn, some chips, some candy, whatever, the Alizé, the Marlowe, the Modelo, whatever. Get comfortable, sit tight, because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Take it away.
You won, cause when it's all over said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. I'll tell you what you can do. Remember there's only one. Remember there's only one. Remember there's only one.
Hello, welcome back to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Now, I'm Peyton 3.0, of course, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the YouTuber, not the influencer, and not the content creator. As I say on all of my episodes, those are great platforms and tools to build that brand, that business, that name, that reputation up, but most importantly, community. And hopefully you will join this community today by hitting that like button and share with people that you know that like artist commentary, reaction, reviews, and of course, to be truly become a part of this community here, you have to comment, you have to, of course, subscribe, and of course, you have to go ahead and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and roll right on into this. Hey, welcome back into It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl, special edition, the expose. Now, if you're new to this channel, which should be many of you. It's actually a gag for me to even call this an expose, because it's not really an expose in the way that exposés exist in their nature. This is really more of my take on the artist, right? My take on what I've seen, what I've observed, right? The impression that in a conversation from me to you about what these artists mean to me, things I've observed, and so on and so on, so on. So with that being said, we're going to go right into it. So I want to go all the way back to the year 2000, because when I did see the first single from the Pussycat Dolls, and I seen the girl, okay? I seen the girl. Sorry, I should say that I'm back in 2005 right now. And I seen the lead singer doing her thing. Something flashed back for me. And I was like, but I know that girl. Where's she from? And it would bug me and bug me until my mind finally was conjuring it up and saying, this girl is that girl that was on that pop show called Pop Star on the WB in 2000. And she became a part of Eden's crush, and she was singing Whitney Houston's I'll Always Love You. So I wanted to make sure this is really, if this is that same girl, because of course Eden's crush had disbanded first year because of the label they were under folded, right? And I don't know, I guess nobody else was really how should I say, interested in them, because that pop star thing was a brand new concept at the time to the US and to the music industry before American Idol was a thing 2 years later, okay? So, Nicole Scherzinger, I was looking up online, I was researching, looking it up. Is this the same girl? Come to find out, yes, it's the same girl. And I had never seen that before, you know, because I was the kid that was obsessed with the music and music artists, and I want to be one. And you know, I was diving into all the things and always on the radio and watching all the music videos just inside the house. And so I could tell you things about artists that the typical listener would never know, because they don't dive that deep into the artist. Even if they were super fans, I would dive deeper. If I liked an artist, I was going to dive deep as I could. And most of the time when a group came out, most people wouldn't really know their names like that. But I did. I wanted to know who her was, if I liked you, right? I would go to school and say, you know, Kimberly from this group, you know Josh from this group. They'd be like, no, I don't know that person, but I know that group. I'm like, how could you not know them? I didn't get it, right? And I didn't get how different I was as an artistic person compared to the average person. You know, the everyday person that wasn't an artist, that wasn't a theater kid, that wasn't somebody who was in the school plays and did choruses and all city choruses, and music was their life. You know, that was me. And so fast forward, I was like, I had never seen a girl from one group end up in another one. Okay. But anyway, I was excited to see her because I thought that she was a really, really great talent. And then Don'cha came, you know, Don'cha was the thing. And so I was like, okay, I know that girl. It was the main reason that I kept checking for her. And then of course I go with the second single, I was in. Third single, I was in. Cause I knew these girls had something. And then I was ready for that album to drop and to cop that album. Oh yes. Oh yes, I said these are the girls. Okay? Side note, I forgot to mention that Don't Chill wasn't the first single. It was actually Sway. And I like that number too. I really did like that number. But anyway, so these girls were off to, they were just, bam, they were off to the races. And I love this group. Wanted to hear more from them, so I begged my mom, because how old was I at that time? As you know, I think I was working at my first job. Yeah. And I had made, I think it was at a music job. I think was at a music store called Media Play. Either way, I knew I had to get my hands on an album, and I eventually did. And I played that album out, okay? Played that album out, honey, because the music was just that good. Oh yes. Oh yes. They had some of the hottest producers with their hands in the pot for this group. Oh yes, Ron Fair left no stones unturned. And if you don't know who Ron Fair is, well, I would tell you to go do your research, but that's how nerdy I was. See, we really love something. You're going beyond the point that most people would do when it's just an interest or a hobby or a casualty. You know, for me, music wasn't a casualty. For me, music and artists weren't just a hobby or something that sounds good. When it is, no. It was my life. I was deep in it. And I was determined that that was going to be my destiny when I grew up. Right? Just absolutely insane. So, the Pussycat Dolls. Stories started to come out about the girls, right? Stories started to come out, behind the music started to come out about Nicole Scherzinger being the girl, and the fact the other girls couldn't sing in the group. As far as not that they couldn't sing, right? We all know the story. Okay, it's all over the place. There's many particular documentaries, right, that have those exposés, right? But with that being said, I wasn't surprised though, because if you look at many of these groups, particularly there's always a appointed lead singer, right? And I get why it is today more than I did back then, because it is more of a marketing particular move than it is playing favoritism. But of course, if you don't know any of that, many fans just want to think favoritism is going on, and that lead singer is the bad guy. Happened with Beyonce, happened with many of the groups that only had maybe that one singer up front, right? Because they don't understand the marketing ploy, right? The unique USP that the industry was going for that particular group, right? And that everybody does have their part to play, right? Things just kind of get hairy and sticky when somebody in the group doesn't understand why it is and what their part is. Like Melanie, she can sing. And the thing is that I believe that she could have been more upfront too, because of her unique voice, right? Her voice is easily recognizable, but I don't know. They just chose Nicole as that girl. Okay? And so it was. Which is the reason why she did not come back to the Pussycat Dolls when they regrouped. Which was a good idea because they just broke up anyway. Okay. Was that T and Shay? No, what's the truth? What's this? Okay. Somebody in the comments section. One of the other videos, okay? Yes. When I tell you when I started the channel, it was nothing but crickets. Okay? And that's how it usually goes. But I kept my ear to the streets. Okay? And I already knew a lot of things before I started this channel. Were my instinct, intuition, because of all the things that I knew were going to lead me the right way. And so I kept pushing and tweaking and pushing and tweaking things on this channel. Always staying true to myself and knowing bullshit when I heard it, you know, when it comes from some of these other YouTubers out here. No names, okay? I just be in my own little corner most of the time, in my own little chair. And if I F with you as a YouTuber, I F with you. If I don't, if I smell some honey, and I'm very good these days with that, then I'm just going to quietly back away, and I might block you. But anyway, and you won't even know I was there. Because I don't always speak and always talk. I'm more of an observer first. And then I'll feel like if I have something to say, then I'll say it. And it's usually going to be nice. If it's not nice, I'm not saying nothing. But anyway, back to the girls. Okay? So, where did Catcher come from, honey? Excuse me. Anyway, that was the last episode. So, that first album was eating. Okay, I played that over and over again. And then, not too long after, the girls come out with a first single for a new album, When I Grow Up. And when I heard that, I nearly lost my mind because instantly I fell in love with that. Oh yes. Oh yes. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be in movies. Why did that speak to me so deeply? Why did that speak to me on a I don't know, a cellular level? Because it encapsulated everything that I wanted for myself. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be in movies, baby. I want to see the world, drive nice cars. I want to have groupies. Now, tell me I wasn't the only one, right? Tell me I wasn't the only one that originally thought that she said, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. Drive nice cars. I want to have boobies. That's what I thought that she said at first. Took me a while to get to really get the fact that she was saying groupies. But you know what? For me, either one was appropriate, okay? Either one was appropriate. Ooh, sorry, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right. There we go. Anyway. And so for me, the girls had done it again. Where does Kasha keep coming from? Kasha, I'm gonna need you. Hold on. We gotta fix the catcher problem. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. Gotta work these slides correctly. Anyway. So, I was hooked again from the first single. And so I just kept playing that song. Saw the music video, was even more hooked. Loved the dance breakdown. I was in. I was hooked. And yes, at the time also I had watched a little VH1. What was that show called where they were trying to find the next doll because that Carmit had decided to part ways. And then the gag was that Jessica started wearing the red hair, as you can see in this in this photo, to basically as if nobody had left the group because there was so many of them. That she was the new Carmit. That was the inside joke there, folks. Excuse me. That was the inside joke, okay? In the group. Because remember, Jessica just had the black hair when Carmit was in the group. Matter of fact, do any of these photos have Carmit in the group? No, I don't think I have a photo with Carmit. No, okay. But anyway, so Jessica started to wear red hair. Because obviously it stood out. Because people probably were asking if somebody didn't wear the red hair, where'd the one with the red hair go? I mean, they could have put said that she changed her hair. I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they thought that was a great move, but they did it. So okay, just for Carmit later on for the girls to come back in 2020 or something, to come on back with them. With Melody nowhere in sight because she knew she wasn't coming back to that, and just for them to break up within a matter of months. Okay, all right. See, the business is hard, honey. The business will have you compromising things and doing things that you really truly don't really want to do, and then you remember, oh, this is why I left the situation in the first place. Oh. Life is so darn cruel. And they dropped the second single, and the album came out, and I was on the grounds. This album was better than the first album, hands down. And if you don't think it was better than that first album, we can fight about it in the comment section, okay? Anyway, gave me my life. With the producers Timbaland on there with his hands in a pot. I mean, come on. The whole album. And it got their own little solo spots too on there. Absolutely. On the deluxe version anyway. And did you think I would buy anything else besides the deluxe version? See, this is a time where deluxes were actually hot. Okay? This was that time. Because usually the deluxe would be released around the same time as the original standard version. So you had a choice which you want to spend your money on. Either way, the label was going to get the money, right? But it gave you two choices. If you're really a hot fan of this person, you get the deluxe version with 2 CDs or like 5 extra songs. If you weren't, and you're on the fence, or you were just short of money, get the standard version. But either way, it was a strategy that either way we get your money for this artist, because that's the game. Okay. And I just knew that these girls are going to be going on for years to come. Come to find out, these girls are at each other's necks, okay? And eventually they decided to disband and part ways, you know. And I'm like, God darn, on such a hot album, y'all could have really took it there on the next one. Okay, this was a great product, these girls, but it just ain't meant to be, honey. I explain a lot of times why these girl groups never last in the episode that I'm going to put at the end of this video. Okay, but that was it. That was all. Broke up, gone. Nicole finally, because she's been trying to pursue her solo career in some type of way since the first album, and she got a single or two out, but it never really did anything. And people blame it on the people not being receptive, but I feel like really it was because the label wasn't really trying to push it like that. The label had their own plans, and they were like, okay, we'll let you record. You are our girl, a golden girl, right? But we're just not going to push it like that. Yeah, we'll give you a little TI, okay? But we're just not really going to push it like that. You know, that's what I believe it really was, because that was a hot song. Whatever You Like and Baby Love. Oh yes, she could have easily ate with those. But the label had other plans. They didn't want her to succeed as a solo artist yet because they were not done with the Pussycat Dolls. They needed her in the group in focus. And that's what ended up happening. Second album. But girls, things were just getting uglier and uglier. You would see in the stage shows the shade between each other. So eventually when they broke up, it was a yes from Mrs. Nicole. And she put her hands in there and she made that first album. Personally, to me, the solo career should have did way better than it did, because she had that first single, Poison, that was everything. And then she had really great singles and songs on the album, period. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I feel like the labels, it's weird because it wasn't just the voice. It wasn't just the voice she had. She had like an it factor that carried her beyond it. She had a brand identity. And I was buying. But I still don't, I just can't believe it was just the general public that did not receive it. Unless, like I said, the reputation of a person will overshadow everything else. Unless at that time, the reputation for Nicole, by the time she released her solo work, was that she was the Wicked Witch of the group. The media put out what they wanted to put out about her, particularly the girls talking in interviews. And she had already had this painted reputation of being like stingy, the one, the diva, that could have contributed to her not being successful, even though the music and the product and the brand was great. I don't know. I'll never know. I just know, I feel like she deserves better than that. But what do you think, folks? What do you think? Right? Let me know in the comment section. And that's really all I have to say about the girls, honey. This has been Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the YouTuber, influencer, or content creator. What did you love about the Pussycat Dolls? Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a discussion, okay? Make sure you hit that like button, okay? And if you truly want to become a part of this community, you need to go down the comment section and actually have a conversation. Hello, this is what I liked about this, whatever, okay? Of course, and the subscribe button and notification bell, okay? Now, you have been here for this long, right? So that means you get the bonus, all right? For those of you who are always here, you already know what's coming. Now, I did say that I was an artist, a musician, entertainer, did I not? Okay. So, with that being said, I want to give you the duo. All right, I'm going to rap a cappella, and then I'm going to play my song, as I always do. Why? Because I'm a shameless, strategic, business savvy promoter. Okay, so many things about the one. All right, now let's get to it. Make it official, blow like a missile. Gotta get it out and enjoy. Never self-destroy. You got issues and you think you're through. No one can say what you get a freaking clue. The night, like no one it feels like. Let the music make a whole other touch of soul. Hit crazy, D and dance, baby. DJ gets on the hits of record lit. Life is amazing, dance floors blazing. When you get in for the flow, just self-control. And toxic guns like boxing. Feel the music will permeate what my hands create. Can refuse it, go ahead and use it. Music is key to exceed at so great a speed. Life's better hit it, go ahead and get it. Spread yourself and receive. Great you'll achieve. And now, the song. You're looking for a trust believer out there. Here we go.
But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go. Blood pressure, you worked all day like the messenger. Work so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Watch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief. But you got this grief for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munch your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in no rush. You need to brush, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some relief in you. Time to get out with the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see no hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving those feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? If you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free.
One, cause when it's all over said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. I'll tell you what you can do. Remember there's only one. Remember there's only one. Remember there's only one.